So the first thing that I would do through any merger process would be to get the communications right. So get your head of marketing, head of comms, your assistant principal, vice principal, whatever it is within your structure, but make sure that that structure, one of the first appointments that you appoint is something to do with communications. One of the key things to a successful merger that we found at New College Lanarkshire is ensuring that we get that communications right from the very start. And without that, I believe that would be very, very difficult to have any successful merger. Some of the key challenges that we faced prior to merger was the daunting prospect of integrating systems or bringing systems together. So the key one for me within my area would be student record system. We had multiple student record systems within the region, within the merger process. And in order to achieve that, we had to approach that through a tender process. And that took time. That took the best part of, it felt like forever, but best part of a year to formulate the framework, to go through the tender process, and then actually to start the work. So we knew that at the very start of that process, that was going to be one of the key challenges for us. So if I could give any advice to any college approaching merger, is to give that some serious consideration and try and plan as best you can for when that implementation will actually happen. So once we started to implement our student record system, Capita was crucial to the project management of that process. And that was the first thing that we started with. And Capita were great at providing that support to us, and actually opened our eyes to the huge challenge that we actually faced. We thought we had a handle on it, but when you start to put that down on paper in a project plan, it's colossal. Whether it be admissions, course design, timetabling, attendance, enrollment, all these things need to be considered. And so right from the outset, Capita helped us to focus on what was important and try and get the first parts of that jigsaw, if you like, put in place. Beyond that, really it does come down to having a strong, flexible working relationship with the supplier, and we felt we had that with Capita, and Capita adopted their style to the New College Lanarkshire approach, very much an agile way of developing the product, which was great, worked well for us. So at the start of this process, we started off with 3 student record systems, 3 MIS systems. We obviously wanted to harmonise that and make that into one central system. Without one central system, we would have to record data, the same data, take enrolments for example, on 3 different systems. Staff would have to be familiar with 3 different systems. Just takes so much time to invest that time into staff development, staff training, and to pull that data together into one cohesive report. So the obvious choice was to go through a tender process, appoint a supplier, and work with them to implement one single system. I don't see how you could possibly do a merger process without looking at your MIS and centralising it into one system. Entering into the merger process shouldn't be taken lightly. If there was 3 bits of advice I would give, and 3 things if I was to reflect upon, definitely patience, tolerance. It will push you to your limits. You will not anticipate the levels of stress that you will go through. So definitely you need tolerance for staff. The amount of time it's going to take to deal with staff, it's an anxious, nervous time for everyone. And as a senior manager, I need to be acutely aware of that. The impact upon the delivery of a successful system can hinge upon whether staff come with you or not. The third element that I would reflect upon and say that it's going to be okay. You will get through that process, but it does hinge upon investing in those systems that you put in place, because they will really help to drive efficiency, and don't underestimate that.